Jay in Florida is asking, I think, something pretty similar. Jay, what's on your mind tonight?
Hi, Jay.
Oh, hi guys. I just everybody just decided to walk into my room at this specific time when I'm going to talk to you guys about this stuff. So I guess they all want to take part in it. Anyways, so my question, probably going to creep them out. They'll probably leave in a couple of minutes. It's fine. So my question is, I'm trying to figure out if I'm actually asexual or poly, or could I be both? How would I go about figuring out any of that?
Yeah, so they're like very separate concepts. You could be both or neither. Talk to me a little bit about why you are maybe lumping them together. Like, what is it about your experience that maybe wants to put them next to each other?
Well, I guess it's more my experiences against maybe similar to around how people normally consider jealousy, because I don't get jealous at all overall. As long as I get my kind of emotional connection, I'm generally okay. And I don't have to have like one specific partner per se, right? And sex itself is not something that is like super important to me, unlike most other people are, or I think most other people see it as important. So maybe that's why I think I'm kind of relating them together, because it seems like they kind of relate in my mind.
Could you be tying relationship intimacy to and sex together as though they're a synonym?
I could really be tying them, because for me, in most cases, they don't happen like all that separately. They kind of happen most likely in the same kind of paradigm.
Together.
So I do think I sometimes have a bit of a demi kind of how I deal with sexuality and relationships, but I'm just not sure how to kind of maybe parse that out and to define it better for myself.
Well, if you like for yourself, if it sounds to me, if I'm hearing you correctly, like you desire and want to have intimate one-on-one, like emotional relationships with people where you kind of conceptualize yourself as partners. And you're fine with them having another partner potentially, or maybe even you having another partner, and you don't really care if there's a sexual component to that.
Yeah, that's it. That's spot on.
So you could be emotionally polyamorous and also asexual. I don't see a contradiction there. I don't. Maybe Christy does. I'm wrong.
No, not at all. We could say polyromantic and asexual if we really wanted to, but the term polyamorous is poorly defined. It's got Latin and Greek roots. It's very made up, as all words are. So it means whatever we say it means. And without wanting to speak for the poly community, I would say that you're absolutely welcome to use that term on yourself, regardless of whether or not you have sex or have sex often, or if you are asexual or like grayscale or demi or any of these other terms. They don't necessarily impact your ability to have one or more relationships, which is what we're talking about when we talk about poly. So to me, these are totally different constructs that exist in totally different aspects of your identity. But I could see how they can be kind of confusing when they start to bump up against each other. Ultimately, the framework that we use to understand you is descriptive. It's just a bunch of adjectives that make it easier to take all the things that you are and translate them through the vibrations that come out of your mouth to create an idea in the brain of somebody else. These words don't matter unless they matter to you.
Yeah. And you don't need to have sex to have a relationship. You just need to have an understanding with your partner of what that relationship is going to entail and agree to it.
Yeah, that is true. And that is how I've approached most things. But I find it hard sometimes to explain that to people or kind of relate it to them in a way that they'd actually comprehend and be able to digest. And I'm thinking that maybe if I am able to use these terms, it will kind of frame it differently for them, and then we can have a wider conversation about what it really means to me.
Yeah, I think Christy gave you some good terms there. Asexual, polyromantic sounds like it fits you like a glove.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm about to put that in my bio, so it's official.
Good job, Christy. Bios are changing.
Yeah, if we can get people to just update their Tinder profiles, this episode will feel like a true success.
Yes.
So I hope that that's helpful, and at the very least gives you some really great search terms on your Google search for identity.
Yeah, because you can't be the first person who felt like this either. You may find other people who help you understand yourself better through their experience as well.
No question.
Yeah, I definitely hope so. As always, guys, it's awesome talking to you. I'll see you guys another time.
Hey, thanks so much. You have a great night.